Hi, I'm Robert, and I lost 75 pounds in 6 months eating the same thing every day. I would also walk at least 10,000 steps every day. I have a video on that coming up soon, so be sure to subscribe to check that out. I used to eat out every meal: McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell. I even worked at Jack in the Box when I was in high school. If I ate at home, it would just be a frozen pizza. Now I cook all my meals at home using fresh ingredients. I'm going to show you everything that I would eat in a day. The first step is to go see your doctor. Get a physical, have your labs drawn, and get a referral to the nutritionist. You also might want to take your measurements, weigh yourself, and take some progress pictures. That way you have some data to compare against as you move along your weight loss journey. The first step I took was to quit drinking soda. I used to only drink Pepsi. I rarely drink water, and I've been doing that for about 20 years. I decided to just quit cold turkey. The first 3 days I had a headache and was craving soda all the time. At the end of the first week, I still had cravings, but they weren't too bad. After 2 weeks, the cravings were pretty minor, if any. And then after a month, I didn't have any cravings at all. So I got started by going to see a nutritionist. It was a lot different experience than I thought. I thought she was going to tell me to eat this, don't eat that, count your calories. She asked me what I like to eat, and I told her. And then she gave me some better options. For example, I like to eat ham sandwiches. She had me eating turkey sandwiches instead. Instead of white bread, eat whole wheat bread. Instead of mayonnaise, which has quite a bit of calories in it, put mustard, which has no calories in it. After our first meeting, I didn't really get started. I wrote down all the foods she told me to try out, but I didn't go to the market to get them. But about 2 weeks later, I did, and I had my food at home. So the good thing about this was I started eating at home more because I was trying all my new foods. So I was eating out less. I was eating at home more, but I was still going out quite a bit to eat. So I decided I was going to make chicken tacos every day. So I got a whole wheat tortilla. I'd make some chicken breast, and grill up some bell pepper, onion, and put in some salsa. And I would eat that every day. At this point, I had another meeting with my nutritionist, and she wanted me to add more things into my veggies to get more fiber. So I was looking at different veggies that I like to put in my veggie mix. So I started adding things here and there. I had my onion and bell pepper. Then I started adding mushroom. I tried that for a little while and enjoyed it. Then I added asparagus, and I started to enjoy that too. The problem with asparagus at first was I wasn't cooking it right. I like it a little bit softer, so I need to cook it longer than I was. Because I didn't like the asparagus at first because I was undercooking it and they were just kind of crunchy. It tasted weird with my other veggies. But once I figured it out, I enjoy the taste now. So now my veggie mix is looking a little better. Bell pepper, onion, asparagus, mushroom. Now I also added in tomato and spinach. The spinach is really easy to add in. It just kind of wilts down when you're cooking it, so you don't even really notice it. I got tired of eating chicken every day, so I went to Costco and bought a whole bunch of different sausages. I got 100% grass-fed Teton beef sausages. I got andouille sausages, organic chicken sausages, and whatever else they had. So I just chop up all my veggies, throw it in a pot, cook them, and then chop up a sausage and throw it into, and then put it on a taco shell. I was still watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos about nutrition, and I went down the low carb rabbit hole. So I ended up removing the tortilla from my meal, and I would just eat all of my veggies and sausage in a bowl. At first, I really missed the tortilla because I've always ate so much bread. I used to just eat tons and tons of bread. So it was kind of a shock to not have that in my life anymore, but I got over it, and now I have no problem just eating a whole bowl of veggies with a couple pieces of sausage in it. I was also getting hungry around this time, so I stopped doing one meal a day and I went to a 16-8 intermittent fasting schedule. So I would not eat for 16 hours and then I would have an 8-hour eating window. I'd start my day at 2 p.m. after I skipped breakfast, and at 2 p.m. I would have a yogurt with a scoop of Vital Proteins collagen peptides. I started out with eating a Chobani less sugar yogurt. It only has 5 grams of sugar versus 9 grams of sugar in a regular Chobani. And it tastes good. And when you add in the Vital Proteins peptides, it doesn't add any flavor. It just gives you a little bit of extra protein. After a while, I kept trying to decrease my sugar intake. So I switched from the less sugar Chobani to the no sugar Chobani, which you can get a big pack at Sam's Club. So now I eat 1 or 2 yogurts a day. They're only 60 calories, no sugar, and I put a scoop of the protein in there. At 6 p.m., I would have my veggie mix with sausage. I also added in a single serving cup of guacamole that I got at Costco. It's organic, it tastes really good, and the single serving works well for me. And you can also freeze them because it comes with a lot of them. Around this time, I stopped eating seed oil, canola oil, palm oil, sunflower oil, basically any kind of oil except for avocado or olive oil, which kind of limits my choices when it comes to chips. So I switched to Siete chips. All of their chips are cooked in avocado oil, and the tortilla chips are grain-free. So I would eat about a half a portion, which is about 7 or 8 chips, with my guacamole every day. At 10 p.m., I eat my final meal. It'll be a sandwich with some chips or crackers. I either eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a turkey sandwich. For bread, I like Dave's Killer Bread or Ezekiel. If you're getting Dave's Killer Bread, check out the Power Seed. It only has 1 gram of sugar per slice. A lot of the other ones have 3 to 5 grams of sugar per slice. And they also have some oils in them that I don't eat anymore. So the Power Seed's very clean, 1 gram of sugar, no bad oils. So that's the one I always get. So I alternate the Power Seed with the Ezekiel bread. Ezekiel bread is more of a hearty, healthy kind of tasting bread. It's not quite as good. When I run out of Dave's bread, I switch to Ezekiel, and then I'll switch back to the Dave's bread. The Ezekiel bread is made with sprouted grains, which are supposed to be more nutritious. When making my peanut butter and jelly, I use the Kirkland organic peanut butter from Costco. It only has 2 ingredients in it, peanuts and salt. If you're looking at other peanut butters on the shelf, just look at the ingredients list. They're going to be pretty long and filled with a whole bunch of stuff you don't want in it. So just look for any peanut butter that just has peanuts and salt in it. That means you're going to have to stir it because it's going to separate, but that's how you're probably going to know that it's just peanuts and salt. It's crazy that so many of the peanut butters are jammed with sugars and high fructose corn syrup and just other junk that you're not going to want to be putting in your body. There's a few different jellies that I like to put on my sandwich. I either use Good or Chia Smash or Crofter's Organic. The Crofter's Organic strawberry tastes good, but it has 5 grams of sugar in it, and I'm trying to get down to close to 0, so I don't always get that one. I've tried a few flavors of the Chia Smash jelly. They're a little bland, but I like them, and they're filled with chia seeds, which are quite healthy for you, and also there's no sugar in it. My top pick for jelly is Good. It doesn't have any sugar in it, and it comes in a lot of flavors, and it tastes great. If I'm making a turkey sandwich, I use Deaton Watson's organic turkey breast from Costco. If you look at the ingredients list, it's just turkey, salt, and vinegar. This turkey breast isn't always in stock at Costco, so when I see it there, I always stock up, getting 2 or 3 packs. It's sitting right on the shelf next to the other turkey deli meat, so take a look at those and look at how long the ingredients list is on those. I'll top the sandwich with different things. Occasionally I'll put cheese. I always put mustard. I either get organic mustard or organic stone ground mustard. I'll also like to put lettuce or spinach on it, and sometimes I even put a couple chips in it to give it some crunch. For snacks, I like chips and crackers. Some of my favorite crackers are Mary's Gone crackers. They have kind of a unique flavor. Almost tastes burnt to me. My wife doesn't like them, but after eating it a few times, I started to really enjoy them. You can get them at Costco when they have them, but they don't always do, so you can get a smaller box at Sprouts. Another cracker I really like is Crunchmaster. So you can get Crunchmaster at Sam's Club, which is cooked in olive oil. Just look for the little olive oil label on the box. Sam's Club also has a really good potato chip from Boulder. It's cooked in olive oil. The only ingredients are olive oil, potato, and salt. One of my go-to snacks is any of the Siete chips. If you're at Sprouts, they have a big selection, tons of different flavors. You can even find them in regular supermarkets. Sometimes Costco has a big bag of the tortilla chips. The regular Siete tortilla chips are okay, but if you really want a good tortilla chip, check out the Siete dip chips. They're much better. They also have flavored potato chips. I like the Fuego. And if it's the holiday time, they have the Buñuelos, or they're basically exactly the same as the cinnamon churros. So I get those also. For dessert, I'll have one piece of dark chocolate, no sugar added. This one's from Costco, but it's been discontinued, so you can't get it anymore. Some other options for some good no sugar added chocolate is Lily's and Hue. When I'm feeling like ice cream, I get prepackaged Yasso ice cream bars. They range in calories from about 150 to 80. My favorite flavors are this caramel one with only 80 calories and this chocolate covered one. That's what I ate for 6 months to lose 75 pounds. I'm now less strict with my diet, but I still eat very healthy, but I just eat more calories now. And I'm changing up my diet. So instead of walking every day, I'm adding in 2 days of cardio and 3 days of weightlifting and 1 day of yoga. I like the weight I'm at. I just want to lean out a little bit more and gain some muscle mass. It was kind of scary at first eating more because I thought I was going to gain back the weight, but I've been adding more and more food to my diet and I haven't gained any weight at all. And I'm feeling great. Since losing all this weight, none of my clothes fits anymore and I had to keep buying smaller and smaller sizes. But it gave me a good time to pare down my closet, and in the next video, I'll give you a tour of my minimalist closet. I've been a minimalist for almost 10 years now, and I'll be sharing more of that journey on this channel as well. So I hope you subscribe and I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time.